Youngism. That's a thing. That's a thing now. Yeah, that's right. Youngism. As if we needed any more isms, we get Youngism. In fact, new week, new ism. It's just standard, isn't it? It's standard. And I can remember there was this song years ago by the rap rock group called Dog Eat Dog. Now, Dog Eat Dog were before Limp Bizkit, around the time of Sugar Ray. They were cringy. They had a scratch DJ, and they did mediocre rapping, and they had a song called Isms. Racism, we don't want it here. Sexism, we don't want it here. It was like, oh, they didn't want nothing. But I'll tell you what, if they updated that song now, someone say did a cover version, oh boy, that chorus needs to be extended to about 38 bars at least 60, 62, 67, I don't know, change the time signature as well, because there's so many isms, and Youngism is the thing. I mean, we already have ageism, but ageism doesn't cover it, because the youth want to be listened to, and the youth are discriminated against, because the youth want to walk out of class and go to parliament and saying, oh, you're ruining our future, so we're going to make you late for work. That's what the youth want to do. And when we tell them no, say no, we do not want Greta Thunberg addressing parliament, please, she is a child, everyone's like, no, you discriminate against the youth. That is Youngism. And they're probably, I don't know, maybe they're going to push through some legislation that it's going to be a crime to be youngest. Maybe that'll happen, and that'll be great. I look forward to it. I will, I'll do a live stream naked, covered in jam to celebrate. That's what I'll do. I'll do that for you and you and you. So let's have a look let's see what this is by a poet and campaigner. Well, everyone's a campaigner now, isn't it? Your postman's a campaigner and an activist. My old milkman, he stopped doing the milk round. He said, no, I'm going to be an activist for cow rights. That's right. Stop doing the milk round. Now we have to walk the shop to get the milk because of his activism. Because everyone's an activist and a campaigner. So yeah. So Ife Grillo, which sounds like something out of Game of Thrones. Let's the A to Z of isms. Woo!
The A to Z of isms. Youngism.
Right. I'm gonna stop it. Off. Like, what's this? That's 3 seconds in. And I'm triggered. Why has it disappeared? Why have you disappeared? Don't be disappearing on me. What's this? Has it changed? It's got some indent on it.
The A to Z of isms. Journalism. Journalism's a product of modern history.
I want Youngism. What is going on with this nonsense?
The A to Z of isms.
Right, okay, look, right. A to Z. A to Z. You want to see an example of the Americanization of British culture? There's an example for you right there. Okay. A to Z. Do you know how triggered I am right now? I'm so angry. Not only do they export all that, like, it used to be America just exported, stuff like silly sweets that, and orange drinks that made your skin yellow, just all that kind of nonsense. Snake boards. Do you know what I'm saying? Rollerblades and things. No. Now they got to export all their nonsense ideas. Their nonsense way of speaking, calling series seasons. It's not a season, mate. Right? There's the seasons because their series go on for too long. We're like, A to Z. It's A to Z, you absolute. Yeah. It's just, you wound me up, A to Z. A to Z. You want to speak English. Not Americanish. Alright? Aye? It really annoys me. You've annoyed you. Young'un, you've upset me already. See, that's the thing about young'uns. Always thinking about themselves. No one else. Youngism.
You'll definitely have heard of ageism.
Yes.
But what about youngism?
Yes, what about it?
Are young people discriminated against in the same way old people often are?
No.
It's hard to get much stats on this, and it's not a designated subject in sociology or economics.
Yes.
But look closer.
There's probably a good reason for that, because they got better things to do. That's what, off the bat, I'll just say, well, maybe it's because there's more important isms out there. Racism, ageism. Because the workforce is. I'll give you some stats. Here's some stats for you, young'un. This is something you won't see on Snapchat, or on Bebo. Yeah, ageism. That's a real thing. The British workforce is rapidly growing older, and people are retiring later. And the government is trying to introduce ways to keep older people in the workforce and get them into new jobs, because people are living longer, and old people are discriminated against. Because they cost more and they're older, slower. So, and why is that? Well, he actually brings up the whole minimum wage thing. So keep that in mind. But there you go. There's some stats for you, young'un.
And you'll see it all around us.
It's all around us. There's youngism
I felt
everywhere.
it and experienced it on a personal level.
Yes.
And so have many of my friends.
Tell us about
When
your
I
sob
started
stories.
my first job, I was told by a colleague that young people don't know what real hard work looks like.
All right, you've completely messed it up. You've totally messed everything up now. You've messed it all up. Okay, you're upset because an old person gave you an opinion, and that's right. So that's bad, isn't it? Fancy an old opinion? An old opinion? Fancy an old person being opinionated? Have you ever met? I've never met old opinionated people. People that have lived longer than me and have seen more and think they know more. I haven't seen it. I've never experienced that. On my first job, I got told by an old person an opinion because I was a fresh-faced young'un. I went home and I boo-hooed. I boo-hooed until my bed floated. I boo-hooed so much my bed floated out the room, and I drowned. I drowned in my own tears. It was an act of violence. Well done. Well, that's okay. Boo-hoo-hoo.
I was judged negatively before I'd even done any work.
Well, that's what you get, young'un.
Even when I used to go to the shop, having signs that say only 2 school children at a time felt like a slap in the face. We would never allow signs that say that about old people.
Why would you? Why would you? Why would you have a sign saying no more than 2 old people at a time? What are old people up to in a shop? You know why they have that signs, yeah? It's because young'uns are thieving. I was a thief when I was a young'un, my sister, every one of my friends. Hell, I remember me and 2 of my friends going thieving in Poundland. That's how bad thieves we were. That's how despicable human beings we were when we were young'uns. We were about 15, robbing Poundland. We were robbing Poundland. Who robs Poundland? Crackheads and young'uns. That's who robs Poundland. No one else. Old people ain't robbing Poundland. And how's an old person going to go robbing anyway? Look at them, he's decrepit with his walking stick. What's that old person stealing for? You know what I'm saying? The old person ain't No, of course, young'uns are stealing. They're being gobby. They're like big. They're trying to impress their mates, and they're winding each other up, and they're fighting. That's why. You know why. You know why you're not allowed to just shop more than 2 at a time. It's because you're young'uns, because you haven't figured it all out yet. Sorry to break it to you, but when you're young, when you're a child, your brain hasn't developed properly, and you haven't exactly discovered all the meanings of social boundaries yet. That's why you're out finger banging little girls behind bike sheds and just being awkward and going, I didn't like that, didn't you? I didn't know what I was doing anyway. Like, do you know what I mean? That's why you don't have babies. That's why the law says, do you know what? I don't think these young'uns should have babies under 16. Why? Because they're idiots. They're idiots. The baby will die. The baby's going to die. We can't have dead babies. It's a bad look for the country. It's not good for tourism. It's not good for PR. No one's going to want to be our ally if we just have the streets aligned with dead babies everywhere. Why? Because young'uns are idiots. They haven't quite developed their brains yet. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Maybe that's why we should be look down our noses against child marriage. Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. Because, young'uns just can't be trusted. Why isn't there a sign for old people? What kind of idiot are you? Why isn't there a sign for old people, though? Why do you think? Why do you think? Next, what's it next? Is it toolism? You can have toolism. You have to be a certain height to go on certain rides at your theme parks. Do you know why that is? Safety. Because of danger. Because of death. Next of all, you're going to be like, well, that's discriminatory. All right, go ahead and die. I don't care anymore. Get on the ride and die. It's up to you. It's your future. But don't you come crying when you're dead. No. I don't want to hear you crying when you're dead. So well done. That's a really good. I'll give a round of applause to that one. A to Z. And why aren't old people? Why are there 2 at a time for old people in a shop? Yeah, well done. Well done. That's the sort, that's the sort of thing the idiot girl at work says. You know, that idiot girl at work, not the idiot boy. The idiot boy will say something more stupid in a different way. But the idiot girl there, will say, will just come out with something, just, unfiltered, going, so why is it like that? Like there's only like 2 kids alone in a shop and not like 2 old people. I think that's well-meaning discriminatory. Shut up and answer the phone, yeah? Oh my goodness me, this is nonsense. God, we're only 44. There's another 2 minutes of this.
So why is it justified when it comes to young people? And
'Cause
then
it
there's
is.
youngism at a societal level.
Why can't babies be bus drivers? Well, why can't I join the army? I'm 5. Why can't I be I dream of being a soldier. Mama, Papa, I want to be a firefighter. You're only 6, Dylan. Yes, but I want to be a firefighter. You're only 6, Dylan. No, that's discriminatory, Mama, Papa. I can fight fires. Why is my age such? Why is such credence held on my age? Why can I not fight the fires? You're fucking 6, Dylan. Go to bed. No, I'm not going to bed. I have rights. Shut up, Dylan. Dinner is off.
Young people are treated differently because of their age.
Yes, of course they are.
Given this.
Of course they are. Do you not understand the meaning of why young people are treated differently? Because, yes. Well, what do you want? What do you want? 54-year-olds banging 6-year-olds? Is that what you want? Is that your idea of utopia? That everyone has freedom of choice? Well, they're treated different because of their age. Yes, I know. That's because your brains aren't developed properly yet. That's why we don't give dogs driving licenses. It's the same sort of principle. I don't know if you don't understand that. Why don't you understand that? What is it that you do not understand? Maybe it's because you're a young'un yourself and life is so unfair. I don't know. Maybe that is the case.
Political rights and opportunities as adults. Well, no one is suggesting that babies should be heading to the polls.
All right,
Many
good.
do believe that 16 and 17-year-olds should have the right to vote. As they
Absolutely no. Are you insane? Are you actually insane? There's a reason why they said you shouldn't drink until you're 18, like legally, You can have a drink at home with your family, but going out into the clubs, like if it's 24-year-olds shouldn't be out drinking. They're idiots. Do you know what I'm saying? They're just out there getting drunk, not knowing what the hell they're doing mad, stupid stuff. Eh? Look at the statistics. You want to give voting rights to these idiots? Don't be daft. Look at the statistics, of what young people do when they're given more responsibility. They abuse it and they fuck it up. That's the way it is. No, 16 and 17-year-olds should be voting. No, because they're still at school. You have to stay at school till you're 18 now. You're getting younger and younger. So no, they should raise it to 26. Idiot boy.
in Scotland.
All right, well,
Young
good for the
people are
Scottish.
also
They're all
treated
drunk.
unfairly in the workplace.
Yeah.
The minimum wage for young people is lower than adults, which means young people get paid less for doing the exact same job. Is that fair? Even in...
No, it's not fair. It's actually not fair. That's the only thing I'll agree with you on. But you sound like you're someone that supports the minimum wage. I'm just going to make that assumption that you are someone that thinks the minimum wage is something that you should have. Just by everything you're saying, I can just tell, I can just tell that about people. I am making presumptions here, but I can tell. Minimum wage is bullshit. It's bullshit, yeah. Right, why'd you get one at 16, a different one at 18, one at 21, and then 25 and whatever for doing the same job? Exactly. That's because minimum wage needs to be abolished. It's a load of nonsense. It's slavery. It just enslaves you. It's an enslavement of the mind. Your employer can pay you whatever the hell they like because of that. There's no room for growth. You're dispendable. And they, if you won't give me a pay rise, I will go work there and work for the same money. It's like, okay, go on then. There's another dickhead waiting at the door. Bye-bye, dickhead. That's how you're treated. And it's bad. It is bad. Yes, that's right. That's right. It is bad. But then again, you shouldn't come into a job and expect to get the same pay as other people, right, for doing the same work, because you haven't put in your graft yet, have you? You should start on a base rate. You should start on the rate and say, yeah, work hard. So what you're saying there is kind of like a bit here and a bit here. It's like, no, you shouldn't get the same rate as someone that's been there longer. Absolutely right. You should get fucking less. You should get less than them. All right, not based on your age, but based on your experience and how much work you've given to the company. It should be based on performance, graft, bloody graft. And then we'll see. See, that's the only way we're going to tell which generation works the hardest, is if we scrap minimum wage and just go, right, it's incentive based, it's based on performance alone, and that's it. And then we'll all be free. We can tell Asda to suck on one and go work Tesco, because they're going to pay us more. Say, you're the best shelf stacker I've ever seen. It makes me hard. How much do you want? Well, this is how much I want. You got it. That's the vision of that's my utopia right there, little bitch.
Which is designed to help and nurture young people, they still often aren't treated with respect or taken seriously. Young people get no real say over their curriculum. Schools aren't designed to empower them. They are given little practical advice to prepare them for adulthood.
Right, okay. That's because it shouldn't be up to the state to prepare you for adulthood. That's called parenting. It's parents who should be preparing you for that. Why does everything have to be given by the government? Why does the government have to do everything for everybody? This is why it's just so bizarre. Like, why do you want the government to tell you about everything? They want, like, sex education. I'm saying, we're going to tell you how to fuck. Why are schools telling people how to fuck? This is mental to me. I found it mental at school, and I was like, and I never had to talk because my parents just went, well, I get taught at school. It's like, it's no nonsense, man. These are just school telling you how to fuck. It's ridiculous. So yeah, they're not preparing you for life skills. Yes, that is true. But you should have a say in what curriculum you have. Well, then everyone would, like, what? Give it this fucking, 10-year-old saying, I want to be an Instagram model. It would just be a syllabus of Instagram models. It'd be retarded. You have no life skills. It's a basic base rate. It's parents who should be teaching you the stuff that matters. You know what I'm saying? Now maybe trades and, like, skills and stuff. More of that should be in schools. Oh, hell yeah. Get rid of religious studies because it's nonsense. No one care. I remember when I got taught about Islam. I was bored to death. Absolutely bored. When I talk about Hinduism, that's more interesting because it's more colourful and exciting. Christianity, Judaism, been around way too long, way too much to learn. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all, palm it off. Boom. Done. That's education sorted. Thanks, young'un.
We can't expect someone to suddenly become an active citizen when they become an adult. That process must start much earlier. Young people are our future, but need to have the power to change their present if we want to create a better world. Young people have always played a significant role in shaping society.
Have they?
From the Edelweiss pirates who opposed Hitler in the 30s.
I don't know who the Edelweiss pirates are, but I don't think they made. But I'll safely say that the fact is I don't heard of them. I don't know them that well. I would safely say that their efforts were fruitless, because we all know what Hitler did. I haven't heard anything about them having much impact on that whole situation. Okay, so whatever they were up to, saying, I mean, what were an extra 1 million Jews saved because of Edelweiss pirates? Is that what happened? Like, what? I don't know. Tell me, please tell me.
The March for Our Life protest against gun violence.
Oh yeah, and that was well successful. I mean, there's been no shooting since the March of Our Lives protest, hasn't there? That wasn't because they were political pawns of the Democrat Party or something like that. No. What was it? Because they won't even talk about the real problem. The real problem is probably that kids are nuts and crazy and need help. I mean, that's probably the real story. But no, it's just because guns are bad. Guns kill. So let's get rid of guns. Like, no. I don't think that's the real. I think they're missing out on the. Now, what did they do? No shooting since that. So well done, kids. You've done real well. Good for you.
There's a history of young people pushing to create change and fight for the rights of people across the world, not just in their own communities.
Yeah.
Young people today are growing up knowing that climate change is going to threaten our world.
Young people today. Well, guess what, bozo? So was I. When I was a kid, they told us, we heard all about climate change, and we did everything, and we collected rubbish, and we recycled, and we did that. And I went home and went, Mama, Papa, stop using CFC gases, get rid of that fridge. Got rid of aerosols, got rid of fridges, we did everything. They banned it all banned. What happened? Nothing. Didn't change nothing, because you know what? You got China. Just for starters, China, a hell of a lot of Africa. So fruit, pointless. If you want to actually do something about that, you need to go over there. Because we're doing our bit. We've been doing our bit. Right? Go around other countries and see. Go to countries where they actually have islands in the water made of rubbish. Islands made of rubbish. Go have a look at the islands made of rubbish and have a word with them. Because I don't remember the last time I went on a little pleasure cruise around the coast of Cornwall and saw an island made of rubbish. I just don't recall seeing it. Do you? I don't remember it. Because it ain't one. There ain't an island made of rubbish, yeah? Yeah, we have landfill sites. Alright? Yeah, nonsense.
Likely to never buy their own home, and if they go to university, they're going to leave with tens of thousands of...
That's because buying a home, not everyone throughout history bought a home anyway. Buying a home is a noose around your neck. You are lumbered with it. It gives you no freedom. You don't even own the land. So what do you own? You own something you own something that on top of something else that belongs to someone else. You have to borrow the money anyway. It's not like you buy a house outright. Oh, we can't own our own home. Read Rich Dad Poor Dad. He says, don't buy a home. He's a billionaire. I'll listen to him. Now, I ain't buying a home. And university, and we're crippled by pounds of debt. That's because university is worthless and useless, and you're still believing in this old ideals. University's been around for thousands of years. Where's the forward thinking? You could literally, about 3/4 of the things that you learn at university, the courses that they do, you could just learn on YouTube. I learnt more on YouTube from courses I've done than I ever did inside the syllabus. That's why I'm not going to pay for it. You could swivel for that money. Bite me. It's worthless. It's pointless. So don't moan on about, it costs thousands of pounds. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. What's your problem? God, you have the internet. You're on the internet. Don't you know where you are?
Of debt without any guaranteed job.
Yeah, I know.
It's young people who are going to have to solve the biggest issues we face today.
All right.
All while facing these challenges. It's no wonder there's a huge mental health crisis.
Oh my God, because the weight of the world, the expectations on young people, like, only we can save the planet. Only we can save the planet and solve all of society's ills. Only we. Oh, don't you know that I have to solve all of society's ills and it's making me mentally insane? Oh, is it really? Okay. Well, boo-hoo-hoo for you. But you shouldn't have taken on such a huge responsibility, because who do you think you are? Fucking Superman? God? Do you think you're God? Do you think you're that special that you and you alone have to save the whole of the planet Earth? Save everyone. Save everyone from all injustices. Save the oceans. Save the tigers. All of it. It's all down to you. Why is it down to you? No one asked you. No one asked you. So I don't care if you're miserable and upset about your responsibility that you've put upon yourself. Because most other people don't give a shit anyway. So boo-hoo-hoo. I don't care. No one cares. You care? Well, deal with it. My goodness. You don't take on the biggest responsibility of solving the existential crisis of the elimination of the human race and expect it not to have some sort of toll upon your psyche. Oh, woe is me, I've decided to do way too much with my life and save the entire planet Earth. I'm going to rid all the world of nuclear weapons, like Superman did in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Right, shut up. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. No one cares. I'll take on responsibilities, and it's not making me depressed, alright? Okay? Oh, I'm so depressed. Shut up. No one cares.
Young people with the respect they deserve. Because if we don't, everyone loses out.
Oh, if we don't, you see what I mean? If we don't, then everyone, it's only us that's going to save the world. And everyone's like, oh, what, being a young, idealistic person who hasn't lived life long enough yet to experience what cynicism is. This is pathetic. This is the nonsense. The thing is, they're actually pushing this now as if like oh, young people, yes, oh my God, get a grip. We're all young and nihilistic, enthusiastic, idealistic imbeciles. At one point, I believed that if my life would be meaningless unless I did more than Jesus Christ did. I actually said that once. That's because I was a young idiot, okay? Alright? Okay? So shut up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to pussyfoot around it no more. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to be nice about this. I'm going to say, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Not enough. Young'uns moaning on. Shut up. Shut up. Sit down. Sit down. Shut up. Shut up. Alright? That's what you say to young people. Oh, just shut up, would you? child there going, why are the clouds in the sky? Why is the sky blue? Shut up. You'll find out one day. Just pay attention. Shut up. God.